All right, so it looks like this did it the way I needed to do this time. Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, so greetings, salutations, and all that good stuff. So I decided that I wanted to do a live stream because I haven't been on for a very long time. And I need, oh, hello, how are you? Okay. So I am live and I'm doing the way I need to do. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room. I'm glad to see everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome sauce. All right. So we look like we're doing what we need to do and it looks like it's going right. Okay. Yes, yes. So we're having a technical difficulty, but nevertheless, we are here and we are in play. All right. So the topic is sometimes you have to pay attention to the signs. So I have to talk to y'all about some things, right? And I have been gone for a minute. So this might be a pretty good size scope. And that's okay. You know, y'all can, go do what y'all got to do. Come back. I'll probably still be going, Hey, but I got to get the message out, right? Because that's where I am. Greetings, Daphne. How art thou? Hello, Uncle. How are you? My uncle is here, everybody. So a lot of stuff has happened in the past month, and I just want to share because it was a good learning experience. Y'all know that I tend to love to share stuff with y'all when it's a good learning experience, right? So, hello, how are you? Apostle, how are you? So, yes, congratulations on the new book, Dr. Daphne. Dr. Daphne has a new book out, so definitely check that out. Hello, Matt, how are you? How are you? Okay, so, paying attention to the signs. Love you too, Uncle. Love you too. So, we are going to get into this, I promise. So, I think it started off with the launch of the new book I was in. And I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do this in? It is called Dear Dad. And it's actually over here somewhere. But that doesn't mean I have to pop out of the screen for just a second. I will be right back. Okay, and she's back. Okay, so this is Dear Dad, right? And it is a collaboration by my bestie there, Vanessa Canterbury. Okay. Now, what is important about this book? Because this book is very important because I had to write a letter to my father. And I had to write a letter about what happened with us and how I feel about him now and how I felt about him then and how the actions of us and what happened with us affected me. And that probably triggered, thank you. That triggered, you got to start looking at the signs because you think that you just go through life and you're experiencing stuff and people poo-poo on you and then they dump on you and then they throw their problems at you and then they say this, that, and other about you and you think that doesn't affect you. And that's not true. Okay? Well, you say, oh, I ain't worried about that. That's just what they say. That's just what they do or whatever. But it comes out in other ways. And like with my father, whereas I said it didn't bother me, it gave me trust issues. Yes, he's very alive. Very much so. He is 82. He's 82 and he lives in Dallas. And he knows about the book. So yeah. Yes, right. It gets lighter, but this is the point. But you got to go deep to get light, right? I'm always going to cut. It's always going to be some cut, right? All right. So, in the meantime, you know, it can't, I have some trust issues, and those things affect my business. Because I didn't have that person to lean on per se, it made me have a problem with trusting people and leaning on people and delegating with people and things of that nature, okay? All right? And, so I'm always used to doing things myself. Always going with things myself and doing things myself. Oh, yeah, I forgot about you got to do the share thing, yeah. And that is kind of interesting. Because in business, if you're going to be successful, you can't do it on your own. You have to believe in people to a certain extent. You have to put it out there that where people know, like, and trust you. Because if you don't have the know, like, and trust factor, then you're probably not going to get any business. And you can't buy all of your own products and your own services, right? You can't, you can't do all your marketing. You can't do all of your this, that, and the other. Somebody's got to share some stuff out. Somebody's got to do a testimonial for you. Somebody has got to give you some service. Somebody has got to pay you, right? For your time, energy, what have you. And if you don't have these things in place, then you're not going to, why can't I find what I'm looking for? When you're trying to look for something, yeah. Hello, LaShonda, how are you? Thank you very much. When you don't have those things in play, yes, you have to have somebody in, hey, Terrell, how you doing? Yes, you got to have people in some kind of way. Well, if you don't trust them, if you don't have enough, connection to put somebody in your inner circle, then that becomes an issue. That becomes a serious issue. And when you don't learn how to delegate well, that's an issue, because guess what happens? When you put all that pressure on yourself, then your body starts to compensate for all that pressure. Your body's not built to have everything on your shoulders. It's not. You can be the CEO, but you need a COO. You need a IO. You need all these other people. You get burned out. Exactly. And if you are that person that everybody is, right? I'm telling your story, right? Because you have that feeling like nobody can do it like you. Nobody cares about it like you do. You're right. They may not care about it like you do, but they care about you. And that's the difference. You got to let people in so that they can know, like, and trust you, so that they can pour into things like this, like they are you. There are people in the world that are built to serve. Okay? There are people, you can't be a one-man show. Come on through, Terrell. That's what I'm talking about. You can't be a one-man show. And if you think that you can be, I want to see how far you're going to get. Because guess what? Those corporations, those inks are not one-man shows. They have a CEO. They have a board of directors. They have people working in every area. Do you understand? There's got to be extra. There's got to be more. And then you have to have that. You used to feel like people will steal your stuff. Let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about that, shall we? Guess what? They are. And they are. That's the way of the world. There are some people that feel that they shouldn't reinvent the wheel. They should just go and catch some things that they learn, mix it up, Put it out there. Okay? Okay? There are some people that do that. And then there are some people that create all the time. They do nothing but create to the point that they don't implement. Okay? All right? You know, you got that too. All right? Hey, Marsha, how you doing? Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? You got those too. Okay? Don't let the fact that you think somebody is going to steal your stuff stop your show, because it's going to happen. Let's shut that down right now. It's going to happen. Yes, they're not going to ever be able to do it like you. Okay, I see Tara over here preaching already. Me and Tara were getting ready. You know, she's just helping me go on in here. She's helping me take it there. Yes. Yes. Authenticity. Some people have it. Some people want it. Some people will never have it. That is the point. But guess what? The fact that they want it, they have it, they'll never get it, whatever, should not stop you. It should not stop you. Hello, Niala, my sister, how are you? And see, this is the thing. Sometimes if you think somebody's going to steal your stuff, they will duplicate it, but they can't be you. Yes, they duplicate it, but they can't be you. Nothing new under the sun. Somebody somewhere, hello, Miss Dyson, how are you? Somebody somewhere, okay, has thought about this same thing that you're doing. Look, it's all about, and I think the best person, the way it's been said best was Marsha. She said, there's always going to be a wheel, but it's how you decorate your wheel, how you put your sparkle on it, how you elevate it. In education, when you're a professor and you're doing research, we all build on each other's research. But what it is we find a hole in the previous research and we make that our business. That's our focus. That's our contribution. Do you understand? So find the hole in the research. Find the hole in the research, and then you make it happen. Let me use my sister Niala, okay? Let me use my sister Niala. She is a storyteller. She has been a business owner. She's been a marketer. She's been all of these different things. She's worked all these different jobs and things. Okay. Now, what is her niche? Her niche is to be the message midwife. Okay? And follow her, by the way. She is that one that's going to go through your message, hone those skills, and make you come out a superstar. When you're done with her, you will know and have clarity about what you were put on this earth to do. Okay? Nobody does it like her. Nobody does it like her. But there's plenty of people that talk about clarity. There's plenty of people that talk about clarity. There's plenty of people about talking about doing your message. There's plenty of people that talk about these things. But what she gives you is, this is where she threw the hole in here. Yes, Niala is amazing. She's a superstar. She is the bomb.com. Now, and y'all know I'm not just saying this because, you know, I would tell you if something is whack. So, Niala is not whack by any means. Now, this is the deal. This is where she puts that spin on that thing. This is where she puts that spin on that thing. She customizes that curriculum for you. When you come in, you are kind of disheveled. You're not knowing what's going on. You're not knowing what, you got some pieces, you got some parts, you got some this. But when she gets up in here, yes, oh, Tara, we're getting ready to go in. We're getting ready to go in. You started this, Tara. You started it. But let me finish with Niala, and then I'm going to get to you, Tara, since you popped in my screen. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, now, Niala, you're going to get to her. You're going to be all disheveled and all this, that, and the other thing, okay? But when you come out of that thing, because she cares about you, now she's going to get her coins. Don't get it twisted. You will pay for your investment, okay? Because she knows her worth. But it is going to be the best money you spent because you're going to come back with some clarity. You're going to come back with some focus. You're going to come out with some, those signs and those wonders that's been happening to you that you haven't been able to put together. All this thing that's been happening, she's going to be able to tell you about those things, and she's going to help you put it in a nice bow and a nice package because she's a marketer on top of that. So when you leave that class, Niala, put the class in there. Whenever you put whatever it is, put the class in there. Now, you're going to come out like a superstar, though. That's the thing. Because you had somebody who is not trying to take your money, that's not trying to blow smoke up your tail, but they care enough about you to put the energy, time, and effort that is needed in you, not just some cookie cutter class, but the time and effort and dedication to be authentic and tailored to you. Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? But you're not just going to see her on the side of the street. She's not just a Joe Blow. You got to be looking for these things. You feel where I'm going with this? Y'all feel where I'm going with this? Okay. But you got to know your worth. She's not a $27 package. She's not a $47 package. You're going to have to pour into yourself to get, if you don't want cookie cutter, you're going to have to pour into yourself. Cookie cutter's $27. Cookie cutter's $47. Cookie cutter's not, you see what I'm saying? You're going to pour into yourself. You're going to have to pour into yourself. She's 4 figures. She's 4 figures. And rightfully so. But when you're ready for authenticity, tailored to you, that's what you're going to do. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? Now, invest and pour in yourself. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about signs and wonders. Let's talk about signs and wonders. So I'm going to talk about tarot. I went to, and Marsha, as a matter of fact, I went to New York, and this was probably one of the best experiences because Niala was there, but she wasn't there at this particular part I'm talking about. But she knows what I'm talking about. How am I doing today? I am splendid. Thank you so much for asking. Now, let's talk about some signs and wonders. God has a way of making things hard enough. Yeah, she's coming for you. Yeah, she's sure coming for you, but you'll enjoy it. Sure, you'll enjoy it. God has a way of giving you something, giving you a dream, but making you work for it so that you understand at the end of it all the glory that you have obtained and been through and have a testimony. Y'all feeling me? Y'all feeling where I'm getting ready to go with this? Everything, we're talking about some testimony tonight. So yeah, there's going to be some Lord in this. So if y'all ain't into that, y'all can, be forewarned. So, but I see a lot of Lord people in here, so y'all know where I'm getting it. Yes, he makes it hard enough for you to make you move. Okay, there you go. There you go. So, I'm in New York on October 19th and 20th. Okay? 19th and 20th. And I've been corresponding with this woman since February. And I think probably about March, she says, I want you to come speak at my conference. Of course. Anybody that supports me, I'm glad to support them back, and then she's a techie too, and, God knows I love her. So this is Marsha that I'm speaking of. You can throw your little face in there, Marsha. All right, now, she has the Women on the Rise conference. This woman gives till she can't give no more, y'all. She gives, she gives, she gives, she gives, and she gives some more. And this time she decided that her conference was big enough, bad enough to be 2 days long because it was the 5th year. It was time for her to step it up. Okay. So she had all these different issues and things like that. I don't know all that, but you always do when you have a conference. When you elevating, there's always going to be somebody trying to block your blessing. There's always going to be somebody that's trying to shift you to the left when you're trying to go right. There's always going to be something trying to take you off the path to your greatness. Because when you are getting ready to make a breakthrough, there's the devil's on the left, the right, the front, the back of you, trying to keep you from getting where you're trying to go, right? So this is where we were at, right? This is where we were at. We talk, okay. Yes, get in Marsha's group. Okay, conference planning all day long. Okay, you with me? Okay. Now, yes, Sasha, y'all feeling me now. Y'all with me? So then, I remember I got off the plane from a 15-hour flight, landed. I went to, she let me stay at her house. I slept for about 12 hours. And when I finally woke up, I went over to the hotel. She took me to the hotel, and I went to help her set up. There was 2 people helping her set up. Me and Terrell. And, some other people came in and decorated or whatever. But people just to come and to be there, it was me and Terrell. Okay? Girl, she had me put on the ground, putting up signs and everything, Honey, she was working. Me and Terrell, we working, right? and what I saw from this woman, I think she probably was up to about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, making sure that her people were taken care of, okay? To make sure that she wasn't even worried about if she needed some sleep. Hey, Cheryl, she wasn't worried if she got sleep. She wasn't worried about if her, whatever it was going on. Yeah, amen, right? Amen, Tara. But she was worried about all day long, all night long, how the people are going to feel. Will they feel welcome? Will they feel appreciated? Will they feel like this is home? Will the vendors be okay? Will they feel like they've got their ROI? Everything was about somebody else. Okay? Everything was about somebody else. And even if she was, worried about whatever, it was nothing about her. It was always about somebody else. Okay? I want y'all to stick with me. This is a story. I promise you. This is talking about signs and wonders now. You got to look around. When those people walked in there, she was like, oh, it's trickling in. But guess what trickled in? What trickled in? Hunger. People that were hungry and striving for greatness. People that were ready to learn. There were people that were ready to level up. People that were ready to take it to the next level. Do you understand? That's what trickled into her room. The vendors, what did they do? They wanted to pour into others. They wanted to make connections. They wanted to put things out there. The vendors were posting more than the audience was. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, just the love that was in that room, the speakers, the whole 9 yards. It was all just love. But she was worried about if they were going to feel appreciated, if they were feeling that it was worth it, if they're going to have everything they need. And she may have been working on a skeleton crew, but she had everything she needed in order to give the people what they needed because she had faith to do this. Okay? She may have not knew what was going to happen or who's going to be there for her or what was going to walk into the door. But every single situation, there was a sign for it. If there was an issue that came up, there was a sign. If there was a problem, there was another sign. If there was something else, there was another blessing. And it just smoothed out. It just smoothed out. She had to trust somebody else. Exactly. She couldn't do this by herself. And the moment that she just said, okay, here are these 2 people, they're willing to help me. Here are these other people, they're willing to help me. Here's these other people, they're willing to help me. And it just grew. Just because the number is low, people, doesn't mean it's not strong. Just because it's not what you were expecting doesn't mean it's not blessed. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Just because it's not in that shiny package that you thought it was going to be, it's in a paper bag, doesn't mean that it's not as blessed as it was if it was in the shiny package that you were waiting on. And then to top the whole thing off, Terrell got up there and she says, I'm going to speak these words that my sister can't speak. She got up there and she said, y'all need to invest in my sister. Y'all need to get into this program. Y'all need to love on her because everything she did for you. Now it's time for you to come through. I ain't never seen nothing like that at a conference before in my life. And everything that woman said, Terrell said, was out of love for Marsha. Everything. She didn't get on there and say a thing that she had rehearsed. It all came flowing through. She was using herself as a vessel. And that was all those words that she said. Marsha needed to hear those words. Marsha needed to hear those words. She needed to be poured into. She needed to be empowered at that time because she had poured everything out into the people. So when you as a attendee are getting all this stuff poured into you and y'all still complaining, when y'all still complaining, y'all need to remember where this person's heart was. They may have wanted to give you more, but they may have had a constraint. They may have wanted to give you or take you to the next level, but there was some kind of issue. He may have wanted to take you to the next level, but this is all that they could do. Do you understand? We got to stop browbeating people. We need to look around and stop seeing the negatives and seeing the positives in spite of what has happened. Do y'all understand? Hello, Alicia. How are you? How are you? Hello, Shannon. How are you? We got to start looking past, she don't have this. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's to the left. That should have been to the right. Why do you care? Let's start there. Why is that a problem that you need to be dealing with? Why is that an issue that you need to be having at this time? Hey. Yes. Stop looking at the negatives and start looking for the blessings in spite of. Or better yet, look at something. If you see a hole, fill it. Why don't you offer to fill that hole? If you know that that's a talent that you have, fill that hole. Marsha is not necessarily a salesy type of chick, but Terrell is. So Terrell got up there and pitched that program. She saw a hole and she filled it. And she didn't necessarily pitch. She spoke from the heart. But that was something that Marsha wasn't even going to do. But Terrell knew that these people need to know. Because if they don't know, they can't grow. What she was offering, people, all of y'all in this live stream could benefit from it. But you don't know about it. Those people in that room could grow about it, but they didn't know about it until Terrell got up there and spoke. Wasn't even part of the program show, wasn't? But guess what? God provides, huh? Imagine that. We got to start looking at the signs. We got to look around at the signs, the people, and the things that he's putting into your place. Obedience is key. I love that. Obedience is key. Be the change you want to see. Come on through, Eunice. Come through. Now, see, this is the thing. Real talk. Real talk. You know, and this goes for people too. Yes, Terrell is amazing. He's always on time. You know, I got some amazing people in my crew. And you know, everything that Marsha went through, I had went through in September. And what September taught me was, because I've done people's conferences. I know how to set them up. I know how to put them together, blah, 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 blah. Done it for a whole lot of people, done different spots for a whole lot of people. Been doing this since I was 15 years old. Okay, that's a sidebar situation. But this is the deal. This is it. This is it. Sometimes, just like Marsha, both of us needed to see that we had a tribe of people that really truly cared for us, that would get in the trenches for us, who would love on us. Did things happen? Absolutely. Was things happening behind my back? Yes, I found out a couple of days ago. Great. That was phenomenal. But you know what? I was protected from all that during that time. And I learned who was there for me and who was not. And you know what? Even the ones that may not be for you, you know, or the ones who you expected them to be in the room and they weren't, it was a reason why they weren't. It doesn't mean that they're not for you. Okay, let's be real clear about the situation. And this is something I had to learn. It doesn't mean that they weren't for you. It just means that it may have not been the time for them to be in the space, because you wouldn't have learned the lesson if they were in the room. If it was a couple of people in the room, then I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I need to learn. If there were certain people in the room, Marsha wouldn't have learned the messages and that she needed to learn in this situation. You know, if things hadn't went the way it needed to go, you know, like what I found out, if I had found out what I found out a couple of days ago about what was going on in my conference and how people were feeling in my conference, honey, it would have been a whole nother dynamic. But I didn't need to hear this. I didn't need to hear this right now. You know, I didn't need to know about that. That wasn't what was my atmosphere and my flow. I needed everything to go thus and so that I could get the blessing and the understanding that I need to get. And the understanding is that there are people that are for me no matter what. I need to learn how to delegate to these people. I need to start letting these people in. And I need to lighten the wall. I need to lighten the wall. Yes, he protected me from chaos. He did. He showed me who was for me. He showed me that people are there. No matter what. No matter what you do, there's going to be somebody there. Yes. Yes, he is. He is. He is. And that's the thing. You got to start paying attention to these signs and wonders. A lot of y'all in business sitting around, oh, my money's funny, a change is strange. Why? Because you are seeing the negative. If you're putting out negative energy, that's what's going to come to you. If you start putting out positive energy, that's one thing that I've learned. As a giver, I am going to, whatever it is, it's going to be, oh, well, thank you, Eunice. I will definitely let you know. Hello, Miss Mona. When he is, you got to pay attention to these signs. That's just it. So I'm finna break it down to you. Can I break it down so it's ever consistently broke? Because you know that's how I like to do it. Let's break this down. Yes, the law of attraction. There we go. If you are constantly seeing the negative, talking about the negative, focusing on the negative, working on the negative, and never celebrating the positive, then all you're going to be left with is the negative. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But if you start seeing the positive in spite of the negative, then you will start bringing more positive energy in. Do you understand? Yes, remove the negative thoughts. Yes, negative plus the negative is more negative. Yes, come with me. And see, this is the deal. I need y'all to come with me. Now, I'm not saying be stupid. Not pay attention to your bottom line and not pay attention to your money flow and not tell nobody about your business. I ain't saying none of that. Okay, I'm not saying none of that. But what I'm saying is, let's be strategic and stop hitting our head up against a brick wall. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. So, prime example, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Okay. So, I am a servant leader. Okay, so disclaimer. Some of the words that come out my mouth. But okay, disclaimer. All right, I can be a little direct. Nevertheless, here we go. Now, when we are going through our situation and we want to be, and we're givers and we're not necessarily money hungry, we have to come up with a way. We have to come up with a way to where we can get poured into us and still pour out. Okay? Givers, servant leaders, we have to pour out. Hey, Greg, how you doing? We have to pour out. We have to give. We don't feel complete unless we're giving to other people. Yes. Okay, exactly. Yes. Hi, Gerald, how you doing? Now, see, this is the deal. So, what works for some people may not work for everybody. It may not look like you. Yes, you do. Now, it may not work for you. So all of these things, hello, Rashonda, how are you? Now, all of these people, there's a bill to get paid. Yes, givers still need to get paid. Right. We have to come up with a way to where we're okay with receiving. Our practice may not be what everybody else wants our practice to be, but if it's bringing the money in, then it is for us. Certain things that these salesy people do, we cannot do. We cannot do it. And that's okay too. That's their strategy. But you got to find out what your strategy is and bring the people in using your strategy. There's nothing wrong with you. Let's start there. There's nothing wrong with you. A lot of people, they'll sit up there and they'll say, oh, it's something, oh, you should be able to work because my strategy works with everything. My strategy works with everything. Not necessarily. And it's nothing wrong if that strategy didn't work for you. Let's be clear. There's nothing wrong if that strategy didn't work. You just have to find your strategy and your gift, okay? That works with your gift. But you also, God bless you. You're going, yes, what works for you? There's nothing wrong with you. Yes, not so for everybody. That's fine. Now you're going to find your way. But you are going to have to receive money. Otherwise, your business is a very big and expensive hobby. Okay? I'm not a salesperson. I just talk. Okay? I tell you how I feel from the passion in my heart. If you come on, y'all come on. If y'all don't, y'all don't. You know, it is what it is. Those who come to me, I'm going to pour my biggest and my best to you. I'm going to give the best from you, and I'm going to give it to you from my heart. I'm going to do these things, okay? But I am also going to ask for my check. Why? Because bills have to be paid. I am producing a service. It took a long time for me to get there. It took a long time for me to get there. And still at certain times, it's like, okay, there's certain things that people charge for just to charge for, when certain things can be told, okay? But then there's certain things that they need your expertise on, and they need to pay for those things, okay? Yes, you got to eat. Now, with me, with a fifth, sometimes I'll talk to you, and if it's something that's 5 minutes, I'm not going to charge you $1,000 to do something that's 5 minutes. I'm going to tell you how to do that, and I'm going to empower you. I'm going to teach. Sometimes you have to teach the person how to fish and not just give them the fish. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Right? Because if I tell them how to do it, show them how to do it, then that's something they can do that's going to empower them and give them a skill that makes them, yes, people need to stop wanting everything for free 99. Yes, all of that. All that free.com, free 99, all that. Get it all day long. But here it is. We got to teach the people and empower the people. See, this is the trick. This is the trick that a lot of people are missing. They'll ask you for something. You'll try to charge them. You ain't made any rapport with them. You haven't sat up there, had a conversation with them. You haven't sat up there and asked them what their real problem is. They ask you what the question is. You try to go and charge them. Let me explain something to you. That's why people sit up there and they don't want to pay. Because they'll pay for stuff and then it's not what they needed. Take the time to give them something to empower them. They will come back to you. They will come back to you. Seen it many, many times. Somebody was like, man, you just taught me how to do that. I feel empowered. Somebody would have just took my money. I said, yeah, they would have. But see, that's not what you really needed. That was a piece that's going to lead you to what you need. And when you are ready to receive what you need, I will be here. And we'll get to work. And that's how I end my 15-minute sessions. Because whatever question they're asking, building the relationship, showing them that you have no problem pouring into them, showing them that you care about them, and something that took you 5 minutes is not going to kill your will. I need to do that. I need to build a relationship. I need to build a relationship. I need to pour into those people. I need to let them know that they are wanted, desired, and required. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when they get to me, they done been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and all this other stuff, okay? They've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and all of that. And now they at their last, or, they thinking they don't have or whatever. Sometimes you just got to empower somebody. Pour into them. And then let them know what time it is. You understand? Sometimes they have to see. Josh says yes. Well, tell Josh thank you. Good night, Marshall. But y'all understand, y'all got to see these signs. Y'all got to see these signs. We got to stop just trying to get a check. Okay? We got to stop that. What we got to do is start building these relationships. We got to see that maybe the energy of you trying to get a check so much is blocking that monetary blessing. Because money is energy. And if you are having a bad energy, you're going to get bad money. But if you have good energy and you have a good foundation on which you are receiving your money, then the money will start flowing in. It's more than a check. It's more than a check. So so all of those that are saying, oh, my business is not working right. Oh, nobody's coming to me. Oh, they're not paying me my worth. Have you showed them your worth? Have you showed them your worth? Have you got on a live stream and broke it down so it's ever and consistently broke? Have you got on a Periscope and let them know what time it is? Have you gotten on, Facebook and really broke it down to them and told them who you are instead of just saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff? Have you? Why are you wondering why they're like, who is this? And why are they not coming to you? Because you haven't shown nobody who you are. You got to come out from behind the shades and let them know who you are. Do you understand? You want to do that, Eunice? That's what I'm talking about. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Who is already doing that? Who's out here telling the people who you are? Showing them who you are, doing a live stream, showing them about what is really going on and what you really provide. Who's doing this? I see a couple of people in here. I know that, oh my goodness. Woo! Uh-oh, Terrell. Terrell's calling people to the carpet. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? You know what? Sometimes you haven't gotten the opportunity. I am. Okay. All right. I see you. I see you. I want to get myself together. I was told to step out and do it. Okay. All right. But guess what? Can I break it down to you? There will never be a perfect time. I started this in 2015. And people have seen me grow from 2015 to 2018. I have been showing what I do all this time. I'll get on a live stream. I'll give you some information. You come in. There's got to be some systems in place too. And Terrell is a systems person. I love systems as well. You got to be able to receive it. Be like Nike, just do it. Right. But then you have to be able to receive them. Okay? You got to be able to receive them. And I know that my sister Christina, I see her on here too. Because, honey, she's a marketing and techie type genius as well. Now, see, this is the thing. We'll get out there. Now, some people will get out there, tell them where they are, who they are, what they do, all this and all of this. Okay? All of this. But then they're not ready to receive when the crowds start coming in. They don't have a scheduler. They don't have something to take their appointments. They don't have the opt-in so they can get those email addresses. They don't have a webinar letting people know about them in circulation. They don't have a little landing page so telling them about whatever services they provide. They don't have these different things that they could use. They don't even, those things. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That was a way for me to build community. Yes, Calendly. Yes. MailChimp. Yes. Okay, see? And these things are free. Right there, both of them are free. Yes, I'm ready to activate joy. Most social media, yes. Most people don't have vision when they go live. That's right. That's another thing. You need some vision. Look, I don't want to see you talking about Boo Boo and Nunu and them. I don't care. I need something that is going to empower me, uplift me, entertain me, something in that arena when you go live that makes me want to do more, that wants more of you, that's going to keep me coming back, and then get on your email list, that's then going to, follow your social media, that's then going to take me to the next level. Okay? Hello, Brandy. How you doing? See, that is the vision. That's the vision. But then sometimes you're talking so good and you don't have system first, and then all these people want your system, they want your product, they want your services, and you don't have nowhere to get your money. You don't have a PayPal for a Stripe or Square, nothing. You don't have a Cash App, nothing to get your money. Don't be in that situation either. Yes, the business card connected to my calendar. Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about, Christina. That's what I'm talking about. We got to be aware of the signs and the wonders, okay? We got to be aware of the signs. There are people out there when you live stream, when they keep coming to you, they want you. It's time for you to elevate. Are you ready? Then you have people that are not coming to you, that's not seeing your product. Why not? Why don't they know you? Why are you not the first thing to come to their mouth? Why? There's two different ways to see this. Both end up to the same problem. Anybody want to learn about vision statement? Oh, okay. See that? There it is. Now see this man right here. Oh my God. If you could talk about giving, a servant leader, somebody who has served and things have come back to them triple fold, quadruple fold, 10x fold, that's some Greg Walker. Greg Walker had an amazing mentor, and he took the stuff that his mentor taught him, took him to the next level. And ever since then, he has been serving, speaking, training, all of this. And he just wants to give out the goodness of his heart. I think he was able to retire at 39, if I remember the story is correct. Hallelujah. We need to talk. I need you as a mentor. Honey, I am a couple of years overdue. But the real is that he put out positive energy, and positive energy came back to him. That's it right there. That's it more than anything. He put out positive energy, and energy came back to him. Yes, Dave Thomas and Les Brown. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, see? They reaching out to you, Greg. See, that right there. And guess what? Greg is ready, right? He's probably ready with his systems. He's got his money together. He said, he don't even want to worry about money. He said, I'm just going to give it to you for free. Okay, so he probably got a calendar system so that you could get on that calendar and work that thing out. Okay, y'all feeling me? Come on through. Hello, Miss Jacqueline. I need to meet with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, and oh my goodness. So see, this is what I'm saying. So thank you, Eunice, for stepping up to the plate. Thank you, Terrell, for stepping up to the plate. And then, see, this is what I'm saying. When you put something out there that's positive energy, then good things come back to you. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to go through the struggle, because, all of a sudden you're shifting back and forth, right? Why is all this stuff happening to me? Why are these people being moved out of my spirit? Why is everybody being, oh, praise God, Greg. I appreciate you in the name. And why is all these things happening to me? These things happen to me all the time. All of a sudden, people are just pushed out of my area. Things are shifted, moving to the next level. This, that, and the other thing, discombobulated all the time. But then at the end of when it's all said and done, then he reveals to me why he moved me out of the way. Because I didn't need to be in that space. Because if I was in that space, that person wouldn't have learned their blessing, or they wouldn't have received the blessing. Do you understand? Sometimes they need to go it alone. Sometimes they need a break. Sometimes you need to be out of the area. Sometimes you need to take your focus off of that one thing. Okay? Sometimes you need to take your focus off that one thing so that you can see what's going on around you, because you so focused on that one thing, that business or whatever, that you're not seeing all the things that's around you. A lot of the problem is you are focused. Sometimes you're just too focused on things that people don't want, that people are not interested in. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever done that? Have you ever thought about that? What if the people don't want what you offer? And as soon as you start listening to them and tweak that thing just a little bit, then everybody start coming in. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. I love being in my motivational coaching space, but they'd rather have me in social media. And when I'm talking about social media all the time, the floodgates open. When I am giving out tools and tricks, the floodgates open. But once I learned how to listen to my audience and stop being focused on what I want, because what I want is not paying the bills. Yes. See, Christina, we here, girl, we here. And see, sometimes we just got to open it up. We got to listen to what the people want, and we got to stay in our lane. Because some of us are multi-talented and can work and flow in many different lanes. But we need to work and flow in the lane that the people want to pay. There's got to be a pay and flow. And your flow in your lane where they want, that's where you need to live for a little while. And then that's why there's 7 streams of income for a millionaire. Flow in your lane, the lane that they pay in. Flow in another lane, and that's a lane that you enjoy. Flow in another lane, that's a lane you want to explore. Flow in another lane that you got, that you've just been, let me just try it. I like the pay and flow. Exactly. The pay and flow. Exactly. I like it too. But you got to realize how that's going to go. And you got to listen in order to open it up. Because if yours is not flowing, that means that you got a little wall up there. And then one day you got to do this. You got to break the wall down. And then all of that's going to start flooding out. Once you listen to what is going on. Once you start paying attention. Yes. Come on. I'm going to cop to it. See, exactly, Christina. And Christina's a savvy businesswoman. She can whip a product up for you and you won't even know what's really going on in the street. But everybody, you got to know, yes, you got to know what your tribe will pay for. Right. Okay. You got to know what your tribe will pay for. Okay. You need to know what your cold people are paying for. And then you need to know what people are definitely not going to pay for. You need to know all those things. Because if they, then you don't, hey. But, so, and why? Why pay now so later you can pay for anything? Woo! Come through, Greg. Come all the way through. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to do the sacrificing. You got to do the sacrifice. You got to do the investing. Once I started investing in myself, I went better. Could I do some more investing? Absolutely. I'm getting that